Hi, welcome back, guys. We're back here on another podcast. We got two guests you guys have already seen before, Ehsan and Imran. We got one more special guest today, Mr. Dawood Savage.
AKA Mufti Make of Dubai.
I was supposed to start with Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. This is my first time here with this, bro. I brought a gift for you, bro. This is like
Bro, no way.
I was in a hurry, so like just
No
a
way.
little gift for you, bro.
What?
Bro, your voice was
Bro,
just a quick little gift for you. I was in a hurry, so
bro,
you can
such a G. Bro, that's sick.
You guys.
Yo, what's up, guys? So, this is our second podcast.
Wow.
We already did a podcast with me and Ehsan and your boy, Ruh, mashallah. Boy's killing it, bro, mashallah, bro, mashallah.
Appreciate it,
Look
bro.
at the view that he got for this podcast. Like, it's actually crazy, bro.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a banger.
This one's gonna be a banger.
The last podcast, you guys smashed it. We had the most viewed podcast so far, and we tripled our subscribers. Up from
That's
here.
Imran effect right there. Wait until you see Dawood Savage effect, bro.
It's all Ehsan's, mashallah, UAE audience, bro. Loyal UAE audience.
It's like, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. It's me, Ehsan, back again with another podcast. I'm very glad to be here, very happy to be alongside my brothers. And in this podcast, we are going to go inside detail about Islam, business, managing your life, and stuff like that. So make sure you guys watch it until the end, inshallah, because I have a huge surprise in this video that might get a lot of people excited, 100%. So if you guys want to find out, make sure you watch the whole thing and make sure you subscribe because we have more podcasts coming together, inshallah, with more guests. So yeah, make sure you guys watch it till the end.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I got a lot of questions for you guys today. I got like because bro, last time when I was writing the questions for this, personally, like I'm on like the part of my journey now where like I'm trying to find the truth about God and everything, you know. Like I'm like exploring all like different types of faiths and everything. I had like my first Ramadan this year. Right now, I'm leaning a lot towards Islam, so I have so many questions about it. And honestly, I was up all night writing these questions. I don't think we'll be able to go through all of them.
Bro, let me say something. As I was like thinking, right? Sorry, I'm drinking over.
It's all
As
good.
I was coming here, I was like, just thinking into my mind, Andrew Tate, right? Right now, everybody's following Andrew Tate's advice, like, he's rich and everybody's trying to be rich, right? There was a time when he was chasing money and success. After he got success, what do you do after you get success? Like, what is the next goal?
You find sort of what do you call it, peace.
Exactly. Then he was searching for peace, like, and he accepted Islam. But my point is something else. We are sent to this world with a purpose. A lot of people, they don't really look into that. They don't really think about it because the whole world is like a rat race, just like Andrew. Okay, just like he said.
Yeah.
It's like a rat race, right?
Yeah.
If you look outside, the cars are moving, everybody's walking by their day thinking, some people have it in their mind, like everybody's chasing something. But most of the people are chasing money, which they think is success. Money, fame, whatever it is. But what people really don't look into is like the real life starts after death. Like, why am I here? Why am I here in this world? And there has to be a reason, like I'm sent here, purpose, right? So first you need to make sure the important thing is sorted out, like the next life. What is going to happen there? When I was 15 years old, even though I was born in a Muslim family, I found myself a little bit weak into believing a lot of things. I even sometimes used to question, is God real?
Yeah.
That's how confused I was. But deep in my heart, I always believed like, I think Islam could be true. Okay? So at that time, I was like, I need to research. I need like the satisfaction of heart that what I'm following is true, right? If you're going to a direction, if you're trying to reach a point, you got to make sure that the direction that's leading you is correct.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to make sure first and foremost that what I'm following is correct or not. So I started searching so many things on Google, on YouTube, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give my free money. I'm gonna be like one-sided. I'm not gonna watch the videos or the things thinking that, oh, I'm a Muslim, so I'll support this side. Or I'll look at it from a Muslim's perspective. I'm like, I'm gonna be completely neutral. So what I did, what anyone would do, what I did was I was watching a lot of debates of Muslims versus atheists, then Muslims versus
Yeah, that's literally
biggest-
what I've been doing. Like,
That's what you've
yeah,
been
like
doing, right?
the moment I got into it, like that's what I'm doing, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you want to know, okay, why this one and not that one?
Yeah.
Like what you know?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So the first and foremost important thing was atheism. I was like, I have to make sure that Islam wins from atheism. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not only Islam. Every religion is like, every religion there's God. Every religion believes in God. And then there's atheism, which is, I don't know, confused or whatever. So I saw these two debates. Yeah. You know Hamza Zorzi?
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I saw a story of Dawood. I think like 3 years ago. He posted one story and it's like, wow, this debate was so nice. And it was a 3 hours debate.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, bro, this guy, mashallah, watched the whole debate. Mashallah.
Bro, when I watched that debate, right, my mind was blown away because he brought in a huge scientist, an atheist scientist, right? And everybody was like, okay, this guy will easily prove to him that God doesn't exist. But Hamza, bro, he did not only won the debate, but the scientist was left like embarrassed.
Yeah.
So that was the first one.
With the
After
help of
that,
Allah.
with the help of Allah, always. Okay, so the next one was the biggest religion in the world, which is Christianity. I was like, I have to check these as well. And the one who was most of the time debating with the Christians was Ahmed Didat. Do you know about him?
No, but I do know. I forgot their names.
Zakir Naik. Have you heard of him?
No, I haven't heard of him. I'm still very new, like, to it.
Okay, so this Ahmed Didat guy, basically he's from South Africa, and there were Christian missionaries. Oh, by the way, guys, whatever
I know,
we talk
I know
about,
Muhammad Hijab.
hijab,
Yeah, I watched like a 5-hour like debate of his. So interesting.
Yeah, by the way, guys, whatever we talk about here is like, don't be offended. Yeah, we're just it's exchanging knowledge. That's it. Friendly conversation. Yeah.
Or be offended. Like, I mean, I don't really care.
Okay. So this guy was in South Africa. There used to be a lot of Christian missionaries who
Yeah.
used to speak against Islam, like this and that is bad. At that time, nobody really used to look into it.
Yeah.
So this guy used to be really mad. He used to be like, every time he used to see this, he used to be in his heart like really hurt. So he was like, they used to find faults in Islam, so I started finding faults in Christianity. We're not really supposed to find faults. We're supposed to find truth. But subhanAllah, he became very famous. He used to question this and that. And because of him, so many...
Just a correction, bro. They didn't find faults. They found what they thought were
Oh,
faults.
yeah.
They found what they thought were faults, but then Ahmed Didat, he didn't know how to answer them. And for that, he started studying Islam and Christianity.
Bro, thank you so much for correcting. Very, mashallah. He also corrects my recitation a lot of time, mashallah. What is the recitation word? Tajweed is very good, mashallah. Anyway, after that, I moved on to... There was another speaker as well. His name is... He's in news for a lot of things, but I think it's just the media trying to defend him. His name is Zakir Naik. This guy, he will blow your mind. He has a brain of a CPU, bro. The biggest computer.
Tell me how you spell his name. I'll write it down.
Zakir
Okay.
Naik. This guy is like a miracle, bro. His brain, right?
Very good question. That's a good question and it's ended.
He's famous for these memes, you know. Brother asked a beautiful question. Basically, he's from India, and he studied under Ahmed Didat. He studied under so many other people. He's like the student of comparative religion. Basically, this guy, he has memorized not only the Quran, he has memorized the Bible. You know how many versions of Bible?
Yeah.
All of them.
Wow.
All of them. He has memorized the Bhagavad Gita, the Hindu scriptures.
Bro, that's huge. Bro.
That's huge.
Yeah.
He has memorized the Buddhist scriptures. You can search it up on YouTube after we're done with this, right? And you're gonna see, bro, there's not a single question that someone has asked him regarding any religion or religious scriptures, and he gives answers straight from the books. He doesn't give answer from himself.
Yeah.
He says in Bhagavad Gita, this. It says this. In Buddhist scriptures, he's this. He says this. In Bible, it says this. He was one of the biggest reason that made me more confident into Islam. Alhamdulillah, like Allah brought me, because I was sincerely searching, you know. And like he's a miracle into himself. I talk so much.
Very beautiful word. You know, subhanAllah, if you think about it, it's not the heart, it's not the eyes that are blind, it's the heart. You could see a miracle right in front of your eyes, you still not believe it just because of the heart, in your heart you believe like it's not true. You know, your heart is not. If you have a sincere heart, if you're trying to find your truth, if you're trying to repent, if you're trying to find the true path, you know, you can find it.
How has life changed, like, since last time we guys met?
And since the last podcast, to be honest, nothing has changed, bro. In a bad way. But in a good way, working hard, stuff like that.
It's good, bro.
More money, more problems. But nothing is not.
Yeah.
MashaAllah, ever since the last podcast, I've become more consistent. Why are you laughing, bro?
It's gonna be, you would say, it's from the last podcast, I bought my first Lamborghini. It changed my life, I got my dream.
No, I did get a car, actually.
But that's
Yeah, but it's rented.
Congratulations, bro.
Rent is not everything.
Yeah.
growing together.
Yeah, everyone's going together with rental and stuff. Yeah. But I've become more consistent. I've started posting more on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has grown much more than the last time I came to the podcast.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Dawood, I wanted to ask you, right? Because before we like continue with this, I want to know exactly how like someone would define you, right? Like, would it be accurate to define you as like a, you know, like a Muslim, like Islamic, what do you call it? Influencer or like YouTuber?
I'm so glad that you asked that question, because I'm gonna answer it like this. Look, you guys are seeing me in this, right? And the first thing that's gonna come into your mind is like, oh, this guy is so religious and all that stuff. But the thing here is, look, even how I started my YouTube or those things, it was purely because I liked those things, right? Now, a lot of people, they ask me questions regarding Islam on my Instagram, and they think like I'm a scholar, I have a lot of knowledge. I have the most basic knowledge ever. The only thing is, I like promoting Islam. I don't know, look, I may be wearing this, right? I may look really good person, I mean like Muslim from the videos that I post, but I'm human. I make lots and lots of mistakes. Maybe like I'm the worst person sitting in this room right now. Allahu A'lam. You know, you never know. Like, it's never judge a book by its cover, but at the same time, I'd say I love promoting goodness, whether I'm bad or good, but I also like becoming a better person, you know? I always pray every day to be a better
Like, do you feel like that's like the best use like of your platform? Like that's the best use. Like, that's why you do what you do.
Yes, you know why?
Because there's so many different things you could do with your platforms, right?
Exactly.
Some people choose to promote like drugs and violence and stuff, you know? Like, and other people, they choose to just make like entertainment or something. And there's people who choose to like, you know, talk about purpose and like, you know, their faith and stuff.
Now, I'll tell you that after I became certain that for myself, Islam is the truth, right? Now, this guy is a businessman. He has a lot of money. You would invest into something that you think is going to give you profit, right?
100%.
100%. Now, for me, I see this as an investment, because the more I preach goodness, right? That's the currency of akhirah, the next life. 100%. So I'm making money for akhirah as well as trying to like earn money in the dunya, like trying to keep it in the middle, you know?
I just have a question, right? Wallahi, none of us are perfect. Very beautiful words, man. It's all about the repentance that you do. You know? You do a sin, now you're repenting for it. The best part of Islam is that every sin that you do is forgiven. You know? As long as you don't, what did they say? Publicize it. As long as you don't tell everyone, as long as you don't show it up on social media, you know? Because when you do it, it's between you and Allah and the person.
And Allah.
Anyone, exactly.
I've heard that you're not supposed to talk about your sins.
Yeah.
100%. You keep
Especially not confidently, like.
Yeah, and like pridely, that's the biggest sin, man. Like one of the biggest.
There's actually a hadith, and hadith is something that is said by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it says, "Every person in my nation will be forgiven except the people that speak about their sin."
Wait, I have to add something. I have to add something to that. You know the cancel culture that's there in the West, right? A lot of things come from the West, and a lot of them are not good. Maybe there's some good. I'm gonna speak about it later. So the thing is, the cancel culture is completely wrong because look, there are a lot of people, public figures, they promote goodness, right? They promote goodness, and their personal life, if it's bad, is between them and Allah, if they're Muslims, okay? Now, once there are a lot of people who are trying to bring them down, the stupid ones, even though they're promoting goodness, just because he does a mistake, which a Muslim is supposed to ignore. Okay? If it's something that he did in private and he feels bad, you should ignore it. It's between him and Allah.
Conceal.
Exactly, conceal, because Allah will conceal your sins on the day of judgment if you conceal your brother's sins. Anyway, this cancel culture is wrong because if someone is doing good job, right, they're promoting goodness and promoting knowledge. If you see something bad from them in private and you leak it, right, a lot of people, they're narrow-minded. They're gonna cancel them straight away. They're not gonna think, oh, this guy's doing so many good things. If I cancel him, all these good things are gonna be wasted. You get it?
Yeah.
So this is one of the good things.
I have one question, right? In general, if you say something and you do it in private, that makes you a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
But what about us in general? What if, subhanAllah, I'm promoting Islam and I'm promoting new music, but I go here listen to the music? In a way, am I a hypocrite? In another way, am I someone who truly tries to benefit others, even if I'm doing the sin by myself and try to save others? Am I a hypocrite?
That's actually a really interesting question.
I'll tell you the thing. There's a hadith, every son of Adam is a sinner. Best of the sinners are the ones that repent, okay? I could be doing sin, everyone does sin. Every son of Adam is a sinner. Everyone does sin, but that doesn't mean you should, just because you do a sin doesn't mean you cannot advise sin. You get it? See, I'll tell you, for example, if I'm listening to music, right? I don't really say, don't listen to music. Okay? What I do is, if someone says, listening to music is not haram, I tell them, brother, bring proof. Where are you saying this is haram or halal? Get it?
Yeah.
Like advice you can give. Like you can say, listening to music is not good because, this and that. And even if you listen to music, like it's okay to give advice.
The best part is, subhanAllah, you guided someone else, Allah will guide you. So, could be listening to music today, but the next day I tell him that don't listen to music. I go in my car, I listen to music, and subhanAllah, the guidance could be from anything, Now I've realized something that I promise, like it's something very true, that whenever I listen to music, I've never been in a big crash, but I promise it's like, either get in a crash, you get a fine. There's nothing good in listening to music, Even if it's not you feeling like a hypocrite, it's something that Allah will show you as a lesson that you shouldn't be doing this,
Yeah.
You repent for it, that's beautiful, Allah, But if you can end the sin, it's best. It's the best.
Yeah.
You can delete all the music from your phone. Go delete it right now,
I wanted to add something to this. Keep it in your mind, don't forget. So the thing is, for example, this wouldn't really be like hard for us to leave music if these elites, which Andrew Tate talks about, if these guys didn't plan all of this 100 years back. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is like 100 years back, the cinemas industry, the music industry, it all started, but it started in a soft manner which everyone would accept. Okay? At that time, if these lyrics were used, do you think anyone would listen to them?
No, of course not.
Never. And
Like I would get hung or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they start very little and they think about 100 years ahead. Now that they're in power, right? They're the first one to start it. So they were the ones who own all of this. Now that they're in power, they can put whatever they want, whatever agendas they
Yeah.
have.
You have to break people into it. Like you have to Like
Exactly.
the devil creeps in slowly, but he doesn't just come like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
And one more thing I wanted to add on the music though. There's a lot of like Muslim rappers, and they rap they say a lot of good things, you know, like they preach about a lot of good things. But also music is haram, right? So like, what's like is it okay like for them to be doing that?
Okay. Okay. Just because I'm wearing this, guys, I'm not a Muslim scholar. I won't say something's halal or haram because I'm really scared of this. Because if you say something is haram and something's halal and it's not, yeah, you gotta have the knowledge. You can be like like you can leave the Islam by saying something like that. Anyway, so I can share my experience and my thoughts with you, but that's not really how we should say Islam is. We should really go back to the Hadith and Quran. However, I'm gonna say what I think. Okay, my mind. I'm gonna speak my mind. Honestly, bro, these guys who play music, right? But at the same time, they sometimes speak about Islam, right? It's those guys are better than the ones who don't speak about Islam, bro. This is what I would say. You get it?
Yeah.
It's exactly. They're like making a staircase, basically. You go up, just like, for example, Andrew Tate, right? A lot of his followers are from the West, right? And his lifestyle, we all can see his lifestyle, but mashallah, he accepted Islam, right? So he's like the bridge. He's like the bridge for the non-Muslims to see Islam.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So everybody has a duty. It's a cycle. Everybody has a duty. If they're preaching Islam, don't say bad things about them. You're preaching Islam, you're doing this.
here's the main thing though. He's talking about those guys who are using music and preaching Islam.
Yeah.
Like in the music, which is
In the music, they're
no,
preaching Islam.
Yeah.
no, that's not.
I'm glad you corrected me.
Yeah, because I was talking about like Muslim like rappers and artists.
No,
like that.
if it's just vocals and the lyrics does not go against anything like like talking about females and straight about Islam, and how you know there's nasheed in Arabic, if even the vocals are soft manner and in a proper manner, basically not using exclusive words or anything that goes wrong with the Islamic rules, and not using any sort of instruments, which you know is a lot of instruments, most of them are haram and stuff like that.
808s, stuff like that.
Piano, this
Yeah.
and that. Like, if you are just keeping it just vocals only and you have a beautiful voice, mashallah, go for it. And like preach about Islam, preach about the Prophet, and all of that stuff. You're completely allowed. But if you're actually using the music to actually talk about Islam and like you know, there's music going on, of course, there's people get it in a different way. They won't even. You know, these days, you don't even understand the lyrics, but you just vibe with the music.
Yeah, that was a big thing that I had like a realization about. Before I listened to any type of music, right? I didn't care what it was saying. It's just like, you know, if it sounded good, yeah, I'll like, you know, dance to it, whatever. And my mom always told me, she's like, when she listened to music I was listening to, she's like, you have to pay attention to the lyrics. You have to pay attention to the lyrics because it's the one thing that'll drag you down. You won't even see it.
Yeah, your subconsciousness is always
Yeah.
this thing.
It's like there's Spanish songs, Brazilian songs
Yeah.
that you wouldn't get any meaning out of it. It could be a song about like them talking about atheists and how they don't believe in God. Trust. You would listen to it, you would vibe to it. You'd probably be filled with sin, you know, because
Yeah.
you're not supposed to listen to those things, you know, at first. So after realization, repent. Even if you come to know it after 10 years, repent.
Yeah.
Always the doors of repentance is open until death.
And it's so
Bro,
great.
let me just ask something else. He corrected me. Wallahi, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure of the question, bro. I thought you said those rappers who play music, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said sometimes they post Islamic stuff. I was like, okay. Yeah,
No, like their music content is based like
Yeah, no.
Islam.
If it contains music, khalas. This is one thing that's creating confusion among Muslims, right? So they mix up the haram with halal in a way like, okay, this is haram, halal because the lyrics is fine. No, bro, there's a clear line between what's right and what's wrong.
Completely forgot about what I was gonna say.
Sorry, bro. Wallah.
One more thing.
Sorry for making you wait, bro.
Alright, we will be in this topic for a bit, so inshallah you'll remember it. But there is other thing that in UK, basically there was a guy doing like one song and then astaghfirullah reading a part of Quran, which is subhanallah, yeah, you know how they say you don't go to Jannah for. They say that subhanallah you go to Jannah only because of the
mercy of Allah.
mercy of Allah, you know, for the eyes that He has given you, for the hands that He has given you, for the ears. SubhanAllah, there's a perfect hadith for it, but like the mercy that He has given upon you on this earth, the blessings that He has given you in this earth, it cannot be given back. It cannot be something that you can pay back.
Never, you can never.
Never. For each of those eyes that you have, you should be so thankful right now. Each one of you, like right now, thinking about, I wish I had this, I wish I had a better life, I wish I was in a position of Dawood, this, that. Bro, subhanAllah, you have everything that you have ever wanted. Literally, you have the eyes to read Quran, to pray, to do all of those good things. I promise, like every day, it's like a remembrance now, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, that whenever I look into something, I realize that I'm like, this world is like a 2 days life. Like you won't get anything out of it, Even if you see someone with the Bugatti and you're like, oh man, he has this, he has that, I wish I was him. Trust me, subhanAllah, if he doesn't have the religion of Islam, if he doesn't have that, no matter who he is, you cursed.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you said, bro. I just want to say something real quick. You I watched the video, just the things that you said, bro. I just want to, give it a test. If I offered you like, let's say 10 Lamborghinis and $1 billion cash, would you take it?
Wallahi,
No, just simple.
trading it with Islam, never.
No, I'm not saying for Islam. I'm just saying for free, for no reason.
Why not?
Yeah, you take it, right?
100%.
Yeah, you take 10 Lamborghinis and $1 billion cash. What if I'd say that you're gonna have this, but tomorrow you won't wake up?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I knew he has watched the video, so I just wanted to ruin it. No. Because right now, you being alive right now is what weigh everything.
More than anything.
I think if you
You
want
should wake up every day feeling like $1 million just because you wouldn't trade your life for
And
any
honestly, think about the algorithm. If you want to create a short out of it, repeat that on ads. It's perfect.
But
Yeah. So, Ehsan, you have a lot of money, mashallah. Okay, that's useless. I mean, like, why did I add that? Okay. Ehsan, imagine if I offered you like $1 billion, would you take it?
Yeah, why not?
What if I told you that tomorrow you won't wake up? I mean, what if I told you, take this, but tomorrow you won't wake up? Would you still take it?
Never.
Yeah, see, so like it's your life is just like you woke up, right? It's worth more than $1 billion, man. You should be grateful.
That's change, man.
by the way, you guys,
So much, bro.
you guys
He
don't
didn't
have
tell me
to,
that I wasn't gonna wake up tomorrow.
you guys don't have to worry about the reels, bro. My editing skills are like out the roof, bro. Don't worry. I make it like sound perfect.
In your shorts, bro, the shorts that you upload, mashallah, it's actually really. Do you edit them yourself?
Yeah.
Bro, you are actually like, you should be getting paid for these edits, bro, I swear.
Bro, you see, the thing is, a lot of people, they hit me up for the podcast, right? They're like, yo, I'm a social media manager. I can like edit your stuff for you and everything. I'm like, sure, right? Let's see like how good you are. Because I've been editing for like over 7 years, so I know what I'm doing, right? So then I'll Zoom with them, whatever. And they're like charging me like 3,000 like a month for this stuff. I'm like, bro, like I can, and their stuff isn't even that great.
That time you should have been like, you want to show.
I'm like, I can do it myself, bro.
You should have showed them your editing.
No, bro. This one guy, I don't want to put it. I'll cut this out because like I feel bad if you watch this. But
Keep it, actually keep it. Keep it. But don't say the guy's name.
no, I'm not gonna say his name. But he hit me up, right? He wanted to like charge me for editing and doing all these things, right? And then he didn't even look at my. See, the reason why I didn't like go for him, he didn't even check out what I had already done. So his stuff he showed me was like way worse than mine, right? And then I was like, okay, bro, I'm sorry, I don't think we can do this. But by the way, some tips for like your editing. And then I like showed him my reels and everything. He was like, wow, bro, how did you do this? How did you do that?
Anyways, back to the topic. SubhanAllah, we just saw that Sneako became Muslim. MashaAllah. Wallahi, that's big news. That's
To be honest,
good news.
I actually didn't know about that. I've been completely off like all the social.
Okay, yep. Continue.
Bro, it's actually so crazy if you think about it. From the past like 50 to 60 years, it's been going on for longer than that, but I'm talking about the past 50 to 60 years. It's like a lot of really, really big celebrities that have become really big on the internet. They accept Islam. If you
Yeah.
look at Muhammad Ali, he became the biggest boxer. He was If you look at the history books right now, he's the most searched man on the internet. He became famous and he accepted Islam. Malcolm X, he became famous, he accepted Islam. Mike Tyson, he became famous, he accepted Islam. And Andrew Tate, he became famous, he accepted Islam. And so many more, so many more. But these are just some of the biggest names, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you guys one thing, right? Money is not everything. I promise money is not something that will give you the pleasure that you guys are thinking of, you know, pulling up with a Bugatti and thinking like, oh, I just parked the car in the valley, I'm gonna go to the 7-star hotel. Bro, you would go to that 7-star hotel with no soul. You wouldn't feel the happiness that you wanted, you know? Unless you have the religion of Islam, bro. Everything that you do, the Islam is everything. Why? Because I promise it's not something that I'm just speaking about it because, you know, it's how do I say it, famous or anything. Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim like when I was born, you know. So I'm speaking this as a truth, as a fact that give it a try. Literally, if you're at home watching this video, and if you're not a Muslim, or even if you're a Muslim, just go down and do a sajda. So basically, you put your prostration, basically, put your head down on the ground. You literally just close your eyes, just speak to God, you know, whatever you believe in, just speak to God and ask Him to guide you to the right path. Because we all know who the true God is, subhanAllah. So that's gonna help you a lot. And once again, adding up to the, you know, famous people becoming Muslim, it's a sign of the Day of Judgment that Islam will become the biggest religion. So it will be at the point that Islam will be at its peak, and it will be like the most sort of, what do I say, most people in this world will be a Muslim.
And just to add to that, if you guys like go on the internet a lot, whenever you hear a story of a conversion of someone converting to another religion, it's always Islam. It's always Islam. You never hear about someone converting from this religion to another religion. Like imagine, let's say, someone converting from Hinduism to Christianity or Christianity to Hinduism or something. It's always people from other religions converting to Islam.
Let me add up to that. There was an Arabic scholar who was speaking in Arabic. He said, tell me in the beginning of the time until now, any Islamic scholar who has knowledge of Islam converting to any other religion or leaving Islam. The guy, like, there's no, okay, there are people, ex-Muslims, right? They claim to be ex-Muslims. I don't know if they're not. Because a lot of people, they don't have the knowledge of Islam. Even people who call themselves Muslims, they don't really have the proper knowledge of Islam. I'll tell you why that. Anyway, so there you won't find a single Islamic scholar leaving Islam and joining another religion, but you'll find priests. You'll find like scholars from other religions, monks. Yeah, exactly. And moving on. If you look on YouTube right now, bro, everyone who has converted to Islam, they record their journey from beginning till the end, right? They're like reacting to Quran this, reacting to Zakir Naik this, and in the end, they all accept Islam. SubhanAllah. This is one of the miracles. And another thing, bro, you have no idea how many people DM me. Okay, they say, I have accepted. Kids, bro, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 16, 17-year-old, they message me saying, bro, I have accepted Islam, but I'm keeping it from my family. Most of them are from India. Because they say, if I tell
I was going to ask you about this actually, because I saw a lot of things on your story that you were saying about the Hindus and stuff that's going on in India. And like,
yeah, I'll answer all of them, inshallah. So yeah, there are so many people you have no idea of who have accepted Islam in secrecy. It's crazy. Wait. And the thing that I was going to say is knowledge, basically. A lot of Muslims, they're born into Islam, okay? So they see their family like, okay, we're called Muslims, basically, and they think this is Islam. Brothers and sisters, that's not... For most people, okay, for a lot of people, that's not complete Islam, I would say. And even a lot of people, they say, okay, if I want to learn more about Islam, I'll have to be more religious. I have to pray 5 times a day. I have to fast every Mondays. I have to like keep my eyes low. I have to stop listening to music. I have to stop from so many things, which a lot of people don't get into Islam because of these things.
Yeah.
It holds them back.
I feel like there's a difference between like being a man of religion and being a man of God.
Exactly. Now, why are converts or reverts more religious than a lot of Muslims. I'll tell you why. You can be more religious than them as well. Just learn more Islam. Even if you don't act upon it, Allah will help you act upon it if you have sincere heart. You just need to learn Islam more, whether you're born in a Muslim family or a non-Muslim family. Learning has never harmed anyone. Never. I know a story. There was a guy from America. He was a veteran, like army soldier or someone. He was retired, but he hated Muslims with his life. He said, I was going to blow up a Islamic center that was
I heard
near
about
me."
this one.
You've heard about this,
Yeah.
right? But Allah had other plans. The only thing that he did was, he said, I wanted to learn more about this. That's it. That changed everything. For the, wait, I'll tell you. For the sisters, brothers, and everyone else who think Islam is a bit strict, please don't say that Islam is strict. Just learn more. That's it. Learn more Islam. I've made a page, by the way. Learn, teach Islam for this.
Just to correct your story, that guy, he didn't say he wanted to learn more about Islam. He actually wanted to, there was an Islamic center, he wanted to blow it up. So he entered that Islamic center with the intention of blowing it up. But he was greeted by one of, I think it was the imam of that Islamic center or something. And he greeted with him and he like showed him hospitality and stuff like that.
Let me correct you there. I remember everything. Before he did that, his daughter came across a Muslim woman. Okay? And then when she came home, she talked about it to his dad. Her dad, sorry. Her dad, he hated Muslims, so he got so mad at her and he lost it, okay? At that time, he said, I saw the look into my daughter's eyes and she was shocked. I was she's like, I'm best friend with my daughter, but she didn't recognize me at that point because I lost my mind when she mentioned Muslim. So after that, it made him think. I was like, okay, I'll give them another chance. He entered a mosque. He said, I want to learn more about Islam. The guy gave him a Quran and he said, read it. When you have questions, come back. And then when he went back home, he would be like, I would find something. I'd be like, oh, this is it. This is why it's not right.
Yeah.
And I would go to them and they would explain and I would be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then there's another story, subhanAllah, of a man in Australia to write a book about anti-Islam who becomes a Muslim.
Yeah. So
How? He does more research. He finds more about Islam, subhanAllah.
it's funny. It's ironic. He was doing research to try and prove it wrong, and ended up proving it right.
Yeah, exactly. He became a Muslim.
Yeah.
So it's so beautiful, it's so crazy, but at the same time, guys, whenever you see someone converting to Islam, especially like the Andrew Tate and the Sneako, do not be those Muslims who gatekeep Islam. Be those Muslims who are actually proud of them, who are actually happy that someone is becoming a Muslim, you know? You're not, subhanAllah, the leader of it, the leader of Islam, or someone who can, you know, tell someone what to do.
Yeah. Like I find it really weird when, like for example, after Andrew Tate converted to Islam, right? Like you see videos of like people like also because of his influence now they're also converting to Islam, right? And the people who don't want them to convert to Islam, they'll be like, oh, you're just converting because of Andrew Tate. Oh, you're trying to copy Andrew Tate, you know? I feel like it's such a...
It's very wrong, you know? SubhanAllah, there was a time in our Prophet's time that when a man was getting slaughtered because of doing something wrong, before he just gets slaughtered, he said, La ilaha illallah. But then he still got slaughtered. And then when the Prophet met the guy, he's like, why did you even still slaughter him after he said La ilaha illallah? He said he did it for the intentions of getting free. Prophet Muhammad said, yeah. He said, it would have still been fine for you to let him go.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't know his proper intentions.
Yes. Only Allah knows.
Only Allah knows the intentions of a human being between, you know, it's not between you and him, it's between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And subhanAllah, Sneako actually kept it private for the longest time. He did it in Dubai. He went back to so many other interviews and stuff. In one of the interviews, he actually said that he has converted to Islam. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It's conversion is like conversion, subhanAllah. So he became a Muslim, and it's so beautiful because at the end of the day, he has a lot of supporters and stuff like that. And you saying that he did it for fame, for anything, for this and that, subhanAllah, it opens people's eyes. You know?
You're causing fitna.
Yeah.
What does that word mean?
Fitna is basically
Impurity. In a way. No,
is it?
No. Fitna is basically hypocrisy in a way.
No.
How does it?
Fitna, it's kind of hard to define it, but
Like not news.
I'll tell you what fitna actually is. It's used for a lot of things. I personally don't really know exactly what it means. We can Google it afterwards.
Yeah.
But basically, what
Maybe
I
I-
used fitna for is causing what do you say? Causing problems.
Oh, okay. Being a rebellion against the right.
Rebellion. Yeah, exactly. Fitna is basically like ruining something, basically ruining peace or
Yeah.
ruining goodness. That's what I use it
Like
for.
just causing confusion, like stuff
Yeah,
like that.
comment down the meaning of fitna.
Alright, I think I parked my car in the wrong.
Yeah.
You guys know?
I think it's a good time to like also take a break. So guys, we popped out the coconuts. We all took a break. We prayed a little bit I prayed for the first time with them. It was honestly it was super like peaceful and calming. Yeah, I'm excited honestly to learn more like about Islam and
Inshallah, bro.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
bro.
May Allah grant you the true understanding of Islam and guide you towards success. And
appreciate
there's something
it.
I wanted to start off by talking. I forgot, bro. We live in Dubai. Alhamdulillah. I have never been to any country that I feel safer living in, except Dubai. Subhanallah. Anytime I travel to any country, bro, I start to feel a bit nervous because I don't feel as safe as we are in Dubai. May Allah reward the rulers of Dubai and the rulers of UAE. I really I really want to take this opportunity to really thank them, right? Because we can go on the street feeling so safe, bro. You cannot do that in other
Yeah.
countries, right? Right. So you went to other countries.
You have to shove it down. It's like those cookies on the website, bro. They literally make you accept it.
Like our website try to watch free jackpot the ads keep popping up on your phone. But anyways, was very good point. Anyways, get back to the topic. MashaAllah, our brother prayed for the first time, and before the podcast, he told me that he's really interested into Islam, and subhanAllah, that understanding of you, subhanAllah is like Allah guides you, and He sees if you're gonna put more effort. The minute you put more effort, subhanAllah, He's gonna guide you more and more and more until you become a Muslim, until you become a better Muslim, and all of that. So it's all about you putting effort. And one more thing I want to talk about, some people, if you see them who are in a position that they're in, subhanAllah, like I think about it two ways. Either he's getting tested, he or she, or like them, they're getting tested. Wait. Sorry. Maybe they're getting tested, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or maybe they deserve it.
Yeah.
Either way, what do you feel about like how do I say it? Like someone having $10 million and like what do you feel? Do you feel like he deserves it? Do you feel like he's getting tested? Think about someone and like give your opinion on it's so out of context, man. What I'm trying to say is, alright, I'll give you guys an example, alright? I'll give you guys an example, subhanAllah. I was in the bathroom and I was taking wudu. And then the cleaner came and he smashed the door. By smash, I mean smashed it with his leg. He literally smashed it. I promise, I felt like there was some attack going on. I felt so scared. I opened the door and he's like, why you throw water on the floor? You have to sit on it. I'm like, bro, I'm taking wudu. Like, you don't realize it's a bit hard. It's dirty. I can't sit there. No, wallahi, like, he just keeps getting on my face. And subhanAllah, I just, did my wudu and quietly went outside. I just feel like, subhanAllah, some people deserve where they are. The position that they're in. Think about Saigon. Quick example, Does he deserve where he is? Is he getting tested? Some people get tested with fame, subhanAllah. If you look at Habib in one of the audience when he won one of the awards, it was a big award, Hall of Fame. He said, look, there is more than 1 million people who work as hard as me. But Allah gave me the opportunity, And I want to thank Allah for it. Because Allah tests His servant. Allah tests those who, that when Allah gives you something, tests you with it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do right, but Allah tests, subhanAllah, tests
And
Habib.
also, I feel like the devil will come after those who are the closest to reaching God. You know.
God.
Because the more you try to reach the God, the more devil's gonna try and like stop you. No, come back, come back, come back.
Yeah. And then I would tell you one more thing, like quick adab. It's so crazy how subhanAllah, na'uz billah, you get the thoughts of is God real, but you never get the thoughts of is the devil real.
Yeah.
The devil is real. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it, that you're going
How can you accept the existence of the devil and then not accept the existence of God?
100%, there's
Because
opposite.
what's the purpose of the existence of the devil? To fight God, to be against God.
Yeah. But I've always been curious. Do you feel like the devil acts the same as in a religion that's completely wrong, or does it support it?
Exactly. Yeah, that question completely makes sense.
I feel like the devil would make you do anything, even if it's a good thing, as long as it's like it's not actually following God.
Okay, that even makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Because as long as you're trying to find the true path, you're trying to research about God, you know, God will help you to find it, subhanAllah,
Yeah.
you know, as long as you're putting the effort. So that's a very good point, because even the devil wouldn't want you to become like, you know.
You know, I'm very like wary about where I put my faith in, because I feel like if you just like hear one thing and then go, oh, I agree with it, so now I'm just gonna convert. I feel like that's like you're gambling your soul.
Yeah.
You're gambling your soul, and then you'll do that and you'll convert. You'll say this faith, and then you hear something about something else. You'll be like, oh wait, no, now I wanna. Now that sounds right. Now switch back. Switch back. I feel like you're like
That's one of that.
leaving a piece of your soul behind every time.
It's in the Quran that if you keep changing your religion of Islam, you become a Muslim, you change back, you
Yeah.
become a Muslim, you change back, you're not going to be forgiven for that.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't want
It's a
to.
very good point, because you have to
Yeah.
go all in with the religion, with all of your knowledge, you know.
Have to be sure.
You shouldn't be like
Yeah.
a hypocrite, you know, two-faced.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the question you were going to ask before we went?
I don't remember, but I had one question for you guys. So you know, a lot of people say the money is a root of all evil, right? Like, how is that portrayed in Islam? Like, is that like what do like Muslims think about like money being the root of all evil?
Wallahi, Islam somehow, you know, not somehow, subhanAllah, Islam promotes you being a businessman.
Yeah.
Islam actually promotes it, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it tells you that do not go about, you know, like, how do I say it, supercars,
Yeah.
the dream life, but it tells you to be someone who can take care of his family.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
very
like
important.
the wording is like wrong for that phrase. I feel like it's not the money is the root of all evil, but I feel like it's the love of money is the root of all evil.
That's, you're correct. That's the word.
I wanna add up to that. Back in the days, I'm gonna give you an example. Time of Prophet ﷺ, okay? There was money, but there was not paper currency. It was all gold and silver, okay? At that time, nobody said money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Correct me if they did. By the way, guys, correct us in the comments if we say anything, or especially me, okay? I'd love to be corrected. So what really, I feel like what really the problem here is the enemies of Islam, or basically the elites who want to change the whole world, new world order, basically. So what they did is they brought the paper currency, they brought the supercar, they brought the luxurious lifestyle, everything that we don't need,
The
but we would
hedonism.
want. Huh?
The hedonism.
What is that?
Being hedonistic is basically the pursuit of just physical things and short-term pleasures.
Exactly. All of these things is like, you know, it all circulates in one place. Like, it's promoted by them, it's made by them, and the profit is for them, okay? Like, for example, let's say, why do we eat McDonald's? It's unhealthy. Why do we drink Pepsi? It's unhealthy, very bad for you. So all of these things we don't need, yet we still use, we pay for them. And at the same time, we run behind money, which they brought in, the paper currency, okay? So it's like, these are created to keep you away from the truth. like thinking actually what is my purpose in this life.
Yeah.
Nobody asks this question because
Yeah.
everyone is running.
Everyone's too infatuated with the idea of like, I need to make a living, I need to make money, right?
Exactly.
Because
The success these days.
Yeah.
That's what's
yeah, the thing
portrayed
is,
as
I
success.
feel like there's no way I'll ever. I think before I become successful, I'll first find the answer to why I'm here, where I'm going.
Exactly.
You know, what am I gonna do here, and what I'm taking with me here, what am I leaving behind?
Exactly. That's why I gave the example of Andrew Tate. Look, he got what he wanted. He was chasing money. He got fame, he got everything. After that, what did he do? He went to search for the truth. Like, why am I here? What is this? Like,
Because
who
it
is-
wasn't enough.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, for us, it's like something to learn about because not a lot of people can reach his position. Nobody can be sure like, okay, I'll be alive until I become a millionaire.
Yeah.
So first you have to take care of what's more important, then you can go to the
But you can be sure I'll be alive until I become a man of God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I was gonna say, you want to say something?
I like hearing more than
He's enjoying the coconuts.
I
that's
like
what it is, bro. He's
I
enjoying
like
the-
listening more than speaking because I like getting more knowledge, you know?
Yeah. I respect
My
it.
brother has good amount of knowledge. Bro. Share this.
No?
Know you? What? MashaAllah. Yeah, very good that you're taking the steps towards something that you could think would benefit you,
Yeah.
exploring the religions, trying to find the truth.
I feel like there's nothing more like greater than the pursuit of finding the truth.
You know, I'll tell you something. This paper currency was created by them. You know how it started? They took, everybody used to trade in with gold and silver.
Yeah.
What they did is that they were like, give us all your gold, we'll keep it safe
Yeah.
in the bank, the people who created the bank. Okay? They were like, we'll keep it safe. Instead, we're going to give you a paper that says this is the amount of money you have and you can trade in
Yeah.
as much
So
as
what were they doing with everything they were keeping?
Exactly.
They were loaning it out. They were 10xing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were doing it 10x.
Yeah.
So they have the gold. They can do whatever they want. They can say, okay, we have this much gold, and they can give as many like
Yeah.
paper as they want. So they were in the thing. Okay. This is one of the.
Yeah. And what happened was actually the reason why they stopped linking it to gold, backing the money with gold, is because they lent out so much of the money that they said was
They didn't have.
that they didn't have the gold for it. So when they sent all of that and they wanted to basically use it, like they had to be able to use it, right?
Yeah.
But there wasn't enough gold, so they had to just remove the link from the gold. And then what did it become? It's nothing.
That's how they create wealth.
So
Yeah.
the way that this is planned is to remove freedom from your life. All right. Now, if you think about gold, if you had gold, you had the freedom. Freedom of what? If I had the gold in my pocket, I could literally go just do something with it. Yeah. Now it's getting worse. How? They're closing the notes. They're giving you points.
Yeah.
Point. Literally, you work in an organization. The organization gets the
But there's
points.
not even gonna be paper money anymore. It'll just be a
No.
number on a screen.
Tap.
Yeah.
Tapping. That's why all of these things are coming
Chip
up.
in your hand, like
100%, but this is why I tell you guys that you need to get the financial freedom. Wallahi, I don't mean it to
Yeah.
get it with dropshipping. Get it with something. Get it with your dad's business, but do something because you can't be staying in this rat race forever.
Yeah.
We talk about everything, but financial freedom is a very important thing. Why? Because at the end of the day, you will have a family, you will have a wife, children to take care of. At the end of the day, you don't want to be in need of anyone else. Except God. You will be the person that only serves God and actually has a purpose in this life and tries to, getting financial freedom is so helpful because think about it, like in the next 20, 30 years, it's not going to be money, all right? If you don't have money, you cannot go travel, you cannot go to any other country, you don't have the freedom that you wanted. So money is freedom. That's why they're trying to cut out the money as much as they can,
Yeah.
There's no money with you, you only have points, you will literally only pay by points. So you don't have the freedom. They can they can literally set a limit of how much points you can use in each place,
yeah.
They're saying that the reason why they're saying that use electric cars, and although it's way more dangerous,
Global warming.
although way more dangerous than the gas is, because someday when you do a crime and when they know your number plate and they know your car and they have the cameras inside, instead of you going home, they'll straight drop you at the police station. This is crazy.
Your doors won't unlock.
Well, I promise, like, thinking about it scares me. Because that's so true, Driving an electric car, all of these things that they are trying to pour
They're just gonna weaponize everything against you.
against you, against your freedom. They just don't want you
Like
to
you
have
live in
freedom.
your home and you won't be safe.
Yeah, you won't be safe. You would look at your phone and, oh, my phones are locked, so I can't even eat from this place.
Yeah.
They would literally have, how do I say it, like contracts of of big businesses with other big businesses. For example, I would say like you working in New York and you're in a construction zone, they would have your points to be only spent at McDonald's. How? That these points are now valid in KFC.
Yeah.
So now you're stuck to eating McDonald's. Why? Because they had a contract. Because the two elites
Yeah.
had a contract between each other. That my people only gets to eat from your place. And this is just a small example, but in a
The thing
bigger
is,
spectrum, you
you
can think
didn't
about
decide this.
how big can this be?
Yeah. It has been decided for you. Like you've been used as a commodity.
Yeah. And people were complaining about it because they were like, why are we not doing crypto?
Yeah.
Crypto is decentralized, crypto is way more safer. Why not crypto? Why not crypto instead of point?
I don't know.
Because
Because,
the crypto was away from the government.
Because crypto then again gives you the freedom.
Yeah.
And the freedom is not something that they own.
It's not something that the government can control yet.
No government can do it.
Yeah.
It's all decentralized. It's all in the hands of the people themselves,
It's the people
Blockchain.
trusting the people.
100%. So that's why even crypto will not be something that's going to be used,
Yeah.
And now some country getting the power of the currency is going to be far more dangerous than the things that we are looking at. But in a big spectrum, guys, I mean, in a small spectrum, don't worry about those things, guys. Those things will come up on your way, no matter if you do anything, no matter how.
There's nothing you
hard
can do about that.
Nothing you can do except you working
Put
hard and
yourself
actually
in it,
getting the
yeah.
financial freedom. So that's why I always tell the people that, at the end of the day, you should think about it that one day you're going to be a man of the house, you're going to be a man of the family, and you should work so hard to the point that you get your family the best dream, the best life that they deserve. If you don't do it, if you don't feel responsible, no one's gonna do it for you. You can't be the person saying, my dad will do it, this guy will do it, that guy will do it. It's your turn, man. Wallah, it's your turn. Stand up, wake up, and actually, how do I say it? Balance your life, because some people get this so wrong when you talk about like money and stuff like that. They're like, no, money is not good for you and this and that. No, bro, money can have you, how do I say it? Like saved up in a situation. Allah Almighty will keep you protected from everything, but having that mindset of financial freedom, having that mindset of you making more money and helping others, not only just for yourself, even for other people, have the mindset that I'm going to make more money, I'm going to help others, I'm going to try to keep my family in a way that they're happy, they're happy from me, and they enjoy the life that they have.
It gives you the freedom to basically, get over all the worldly things that, the devil uses to keep you trapped.
That's
And
very
instead
good, wallah.
change your focus on the things that are out of this world.
That's very good, because think about a normal person, an Andrew Tate, right? A normal person would only think about the money,
Yeah.
instead of think about Andrew Tate. When he has all the money, he thinks about the faith and the religion.
Yeah.
Why? Because he has the money. So money is something that it's a roadblock. You have to pass it through. How
Yeah.
do you pass it? You keep $1 million in your bank, you keep $1 million in cash.
And you can't think like, oh, when I'm 60, bro. No, you have to do it now because the rest of your life you have to focus on God.
Now, man, don't believe, man. I'm talking to
Yeah.
you, man. Someone beat that guy, bro. He's watching it right now, not taking action. Why are you even watching this podcast? No, I'm sorry. Keep watching. Alright, so the big thing that I want to talk about, it's not a surprise or anything. It's a business model that's gonna make you a lot of money. Now you can discuss this with your dad. You can discuss this with anyone that you want to do it with. But I have a business model. I've been thinking about this for the past long time. And it's a very profitable business as long as you keep compounding it. So I'll do the calculations right now. All right, wait. So what's the, you guys already know, you make the most amount of money subscription. Yeah. Think about subscription based in food services, in car, and this and that. Like subscription based, like the real
Coming in.
how does they come? Sorry, not why is one time last time payment? The thing about the real world, like Andrew Tate scored keeps coming and charging you. And in the last podcast we talked about this, but I know a lot of people are promised you that join the real world just because it's underpaid. Just because they're like, oh, I'm in the underpaid for real. It's a brand, wallahi, like, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, of course. You know, may Allah like give you rest through whatever way that you're pursuing it, inshallah, the halal way. And I hope that you get the most knowledge out of his words. But if it's not benefiting you, don't do it. You know, because it's mashallah. The good thing is that someone will pay you. The second month, don't pay for it. Don't just go blindly the fact that it's for someone, you know, it's for someone's name and you're just going with it, you know. And I'm not, I love to state myself. It's not to hate on them. It's the fact that you should take care of the money that you're spending. You know, you should have a mindset because you can't just be spending money and not making anything. You know, and as I told you, people do it to show off, and people do it to send a screenshot to their friend. Oh, I'm in the real world. You know, this and that. They don't. Even if the real world is good, right? Take action with it.
Yeah.
You know, don't be just a person in the real world. Oh, Andrew Tate sends a message and this and that. Take action, even if you're in. Take action. You know, don't just quit it. See what you can do with it. Try it for 1 month. Go all in and see how much money you can make. If you can't make money, don't be there for someone's name. So getting back to it, it's a subscription based again. It's a car wash. So it's a car wash with subscription based because it's not there. Yes. Nobody anywhere. No. Anyway, no. Zero anyway. So how does this car wash works is it's subscription based. All right. Now if you guys have the budget of 100K, 200K, perfect for you. How does this business work? Right? It's a subscription based car wash, and I'm pretty sure all of us washes the car like 5 to 10 times in a month, maybe, or at least 4 times in a month. Every Friday or every Saturday, you know, in a month. You wash 4 times, right? Now, what the subscription does is it makes the car wash opportunity really cheap for you. It's unlimited car wash for a price of $120 per month. So you pay $120 per month. It's unlimited. You can come on a Tuesday, you can come on a Wednesday, whatever day you prefer. They will take care of it. So the reason why this business model is so good is because if you think about your employees, they're gonna work no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna pay them no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, the work is less, you're gonna pay them. If the work is more, you're gonna pay them. So don't overwork, but of course take the most advantage out of them if you can.
Yeah.
You know, so launching your business, advertising it, and stuff like that in the first 2 weeks. Let's just say you started the idea, you start promoting it and stuff like that, and in the first month, you have around 700 people who are subscribed to your car wash, you know, and it's in a very good area. People can visit it and stuff like that. Maybe like a part in Dubai. So you have 700.
You put it on any like main road, like near main road in Dubai, it's gonna be popping
It's
up.
just the spot that matters the most,
Yeah.
you know. So this is just for the first month. We have 700 people that has paid 120. That's 84,000.
Is it something that you were planning or?
No, I'm planning.
Oh, awesome.
Still planning to see the spot, to see everything. Like it's not done yet. I'm just giving the people an idea of how starting a business could be as simple as this. I promise, like while coming to this
Like the thoughts behind it.
yeah. It's a working business model. Don't worry about it. I guarantee you that. Coming to the parking of this basement, I kept seeing road choices and this and that. I'm like, there's so much money in the world. As long as you actually have an opportunity, as long as you can actually add value to someone's life. If you can add value to our life, like give a product example, you could come and set up the whole podcast show for us and do everything. Yeah, bro, you could make bag with it, you know. As an example, that add value to something, add value to anything that you can. If it's a store, it's a dropshipping store, add value. Have something for free shipping, free this, free that. Be different, add something value. So 84,000, right? So from 700 cars that got your subscription in the first month. Now this is how much you would probably have in the first month, of course. 700 people only. We're gonna like sort of minus the marketing, 15,000. You probably spend 15,000, which is a lot. Spend no problem. Minus how much would be the rent of the place? 35,000, 30,000.
30 to 40.
30,000.
Like really high. A lot of places give you really cheap, you know, like 5.
No. It's not like a good idea. I mean, Good area. A month? This much? Wow. Okay, a month. 30,000. 30,000 is too much for a month. Oh, wait, let's just skip that 30,000. All right? The salary of the people, if you had 16 people, you could literally be paid, not 16 people, sorry, 8 people. That 8 people, most of these places, they pay like 1.5. Yeah, exactly. Let's just say you pay the double. Yeah, the double, you pay the double, you pay 16K. How much would you still have in the bank after cutting out, for example, the charges of electricity and the water? Let's just say 5,000. 18,000 in your bank, and this business is not. It's so good, bro. Because every month you get profit. Yeah, every profit. 18,000. We doubled the salary. We doubled the rental already. Yeah. Over the room. Let's just say 20,000 profit. Yeah. Out of one branch. 20,000, right? Yeah. And if you make 5 branches, people. It's only for the 700 people. 700 people. Bro, once you make something new, something that interests the people, like a car wash, like unlimited car wash, like literally.
They're gonna tell all their friends and everything.
Yeah, they will tell everyone. Yeah. Think about that. 1,000 people actually subscribing to the best part. So you make five different branches. I want to use anybody. That's the best. Why? Because now you have over at least 5,000 people subscribing to one brand. That's how business first works. Subscribe. Think about it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, you know. That's what they made it to me. And how many people like subscribe to this first?
I feel like this type of like business model could be applied to so many things. Yeah. Or like imagine like for a podcast.
The viewership, divided by 12.
There's like higher versus, you know, like platinum.
But I'm telling you guys, the gyms actually make so much money. You guys thought about
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because you always get fat, you always get unhealthy.
Think about the gym, yeah? They offer you 3 months for 500. For a gym that has boxing, wrestling, UFC, 500 per month. Alright? 500 into 500 is 250. Mine is 50,000 for the rent of the place, and mine is 100K for all of the expenses.
Bro, literally, there's literally, I think, very little expense because you're not using anything. Okay, maybe you have depreciating of the equipment, right?
Equipment that we bought in Islam.
But even if you're starting off like to make a gym or something, it can all be bought like secondhand something, just something to get you going.
Get you started.
Yeah.
Literally, I actually get sort of what you call an angel fund or something like to start this. That if you have the proper money for it, start a gym that has wrestling, boxing, and UFC, like UFC overall. Bro, I promise the amount of
I would
money
join that, bro.
you could be making is crazy, bro.
Bro, even cars are doing subscription-based rentals nowadays.
Yeah,
Everything is having subscription-based.
that's what I'm telling you. Even after why they keep doing it. But that's what I'm saying, like to everyone that's watching this, like, realize that there's so many opportunities, so much money that subscription based. You know?
Bro, that is so true, honestly, bro. And that's why, even on YouTube, there's subscription based now.
Okay, no, that's crazy.
No, even on YouTube,
Oh,
you can subscribe to a channel to support him. You can have stickers and stuff like that. But I don't know if a lot of people are taking it. I haven't seen many people. I haven't heard of a lot of people. But even on YouTube, it's like that.
This is a good point to good time to say please subscribe and drop a thumbs up.
Subscribe to the
Yeah.
Or unsubscribe, it's up to you guys. It's not my channel.
So if you don't like it, please unsubscribe.
So much renting out displays, you know, buying the coconuts, the camera almost.
And the craziest part is happened.
It's all worth it, bro.
Only told me, but I'm just gonna tell these two guys that he did this for us to stay overnight here.
Sure.
Yeah, so we are staying overnight with those beds and
You guys are most welcome, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's why I was telling Imran, I was like, okay, Imran, it's in JBR, let's get our shorts as well. Because we might swim in the beach.
We can go back and get it.
Oh, by the way, just one more thing, guys. I'm wearing this because I think it looks cool. I usually dress up like, like
Cool
these
boy.
guys. Yeah. Cool boy. Basically, like I'm wearing.
No,
this
seriously,
today
you're
because
most
I felt
welcome
like
to
wearing
it,
it.
if you wanted to.
I think it looks.
I'm sorry, but let me clear it up. About overnight.
It is actually booked overnight.
But no,
If you want, you're most welcome to.
what are you gonna do?
Huh?
Are you gonna go home or stay?
I'm staying here tonight.
Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
What about you?
There are 2-3 beds, so I
Okay.
There's 2 couches, there's 2 beds, like
I can make few videos here today, like for my main channel, and at the same time I can promote your channel in the video. So
I'd appreciate it, bro. It'd be sick.
Wow, it was a joke. Are you staying here?
this.
Bro, I didn't know you were joking because like earlier, I'm pretty sure I said
You told me.
I said if you're homeless, feel free to stay the night.
Yeah,
But like
I said,
I said it as a joke, but I meant
said
it.
When Ehsan said that, when he's like, this is between me and Ruh, that Ruh rented out this whole place for us to stay overnight. Ruh is just staring at Ehsan with a dead face, like, when did I say that?
I kept looking at Roh, I'm like, oh shit, you know?
No, but I did say that. I said it as a joke, but I also meant it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it on his
It was funny because you were saying it as if I didn't say it, even though I did say it.
Yeah, but
But it felt like you were saying it as if I didn't say
no,
it.
no, no. He told us it's for 24 hours, but I said it as a joke. Yeah, that was too political. I'm sorry, guys, but getting back to the topic, guys, who wants to play a game of chess?
Bro, you wanna go, bro?
Yeah,
I'm insane. Are you good at chess?
yeah.
It's gonna be black or white, bro.
I'm not racist.
as well.
I'm not racist. Is this set up properly?
That's your king, that's your queen.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. That's. I know this opening, bro. It's from the 2020 opening ceremony. Hold on. Oh, you ruined my game. See, now this is a tight position for you. Because every move that you make is in danger for you.
We'll see about that, brother.
Can we talk about Andrew Tate? See, that was a racist move, bro. You couldn't do that.
White privilege, bro. You look a bit nervous, bro.
I was freezing. I thought like someone would say like, "Why are you freezing?"
There's only one place you can go, and it's that square.
Checkmate.
Hold on a second. Oh, I beat you.
No. The thing is, if I'm here, right?
Uh-huh.
What the hell is that? Yo.
He was trying to mess up the table, didn't want to.
Bro, good game. Bro, Ehsan, Dawood, Imran, it was such a pleasure having you guys on the podcast.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I feel very honored to be here. I've never been to any podcast. This is my first time, so I was hence very excited. So I chose the best dress that I can to come.
That's very beautiful.
Thank you, bro.
I was gonna say, any last words, like, before you guys,
You know how I post a lot about Muslims around the world being targeted and they can't do anything about it, basically living in a non-Muslim country, right? For example, I don't want to say any country for political reasons, but you know how Muslims are being targeted around the world by non-Muslims or other groups of extremists, right? They're targeted and somehow in order to remove them from Islam, like make them less Muslims or something, you can say basically like there's a scheme going on in a country where it's actually there, the videos are there. They talk about how they can easily manipulate Muslim girls into becoming their girlfriends and then marrying them and then making them and then converting them into another religion than Islam, right? Now a lot of people in that country, a lot of Muslims, they are very scared because they don't know what to do. And they have a lot of people say it's estimated. I don't think it's true because a true Muslim would never ever do anything would never accept anything in return of leaving Islam. Because even for me right now, nothing means more to me than my Islam. And we always have this one dua. Ya Allah, never test us with our religion, with our iman, with our deed. Like whatever you want to test us with money, with children, with anything, never test us with our iman. Anyway, so when I used to post these, I also used to say like the only solution to this is learning and teaching more Islam. Even if you're born in a Muslim country, Muslim family, a lot of Muslims, like I said before, they think they know Islam. No, they don't. You need to get more knowledge of Islam, whether you will practice it or not. And that is the only way you can beat all of these attacks on Muslims and Islam. Because the more you know, the more you grow. And that's how Islam is being spread in the West. Even though these extremist groups, they're attacking Muslims in the East or any other parts of the world. If there are like 100 people who are leaving Islam for not having the proper knowledge of Islam, there's like thousands or 100,000 of more people accepting Islam in the West, subhanAllah. So Allah's plan is always there. Don't be weak, okay? Don't be weak by the plotting of these people. Allah is always the best of planners. Just rely on Him and do what you can, like learn Islam and teach it. That's the best thing you can do. I always bring it to him so that he gives his thought.
Beautiful work, Allah, for the words. And yeah, guys, this podcast, stuff like that. Us three, us four,
Stuff like that.
He really wants to plug his Hustlers ecom, but he doesn't know how to put it in a way.
Alright, so
Bro, listen, I'll give you a shameless plug right now. You can plug it.
join my Discord. Now, for real though, us three, us four are learning more about Islam on a daily basis,
Yeah.
We're still trying our best, so inshallah, may Allah forgive us for what we have said, if it's fine anyway. And if you guys can correct us, and Jazakallah khairan, we are no one perfect, we are no scholars or anything, we are talking about Islam as a Muslim, as a genuine Muslim who knows about Islam. And may Allah guide us all, and Jazakallah khairan for watching, and pray for our brother Ro. May Allah guide him to the right path.
Appreciate it.
He's doing his best, so Allah will, inshallah, eventually give him what he deserves, inshallah, in this dunya and the akhirah. And again, inshallah, he becomes a Muslim and stuff like that. When you become a Muslim, right, all of your past sins are forgiven. Everything that you've done before, it's all forgiven. The tattoo,
It's like
whatever.
newborn baby.
And you're more pure, You're a better Muslim than Muhammad, You become Muslim because you're a completely newborn baby, man, no sense, no background, nothing. Even if someone brings it to your face, they have no validation to tell you anything about your past. That's how you're becoming a better Muslim on your daily basis. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Any last words?
Imran?
Thank you guys so much for
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Brother Roof's channel. He, mashallah, he spent so much just for this one podcast, and like he won't even be making money off this podcast.
No.
He won't be making money or anything. So if he does, that's gonna be no. If it actually goes viral, which inshallah, if it goes viral, then I would be really happy for him because he spent a lot. Like he really hustled hard for this podcast, and no joke, if he continues this way, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see his podcast in one of the big, podcast meetings in UAE and in Dubai, inshallah. And yeah,
Thank you, bro.
Let me edit the recitation. Watch out. بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I'm going to recite the surah that we always recite in the beginning of any prayer, which is basically also a dua, and we're asking in it Allah to guide us towards the right path and protect us from the misguidance. Supplication. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Wallahi, it was a huge honor for me and for these two people as well. Speaking on their I swear, bro.
Bro, I enjoyed every single moment of it, bro.
Glad, my bro.
And I learned a lot as well.
Listen, if you have any questions about Islam or anything, inshallah, contact us. I make a group chat, ask any question. We all will give you what we know. We all will tell someone who knows about the Islam, inshallah. Sheikh, Mufti in the group side. Inshallah, no problem.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to, bro.
I was like, you wrote that name that I gave you, right?
Yeah.
The guy. Oh man, he will blow your mind away. He will blow. You know why he was kicked out of the country?
Why?
Because his words were, because he was so powerful, bro. There are like thousands, hundreds and thousands of people who accepted Islam because of him. SubhanAllah.
I'm definitely gonna check it out, bro.
Pretty sure millions, bro.